After months of the Suica and Pasmo being cancelled, it looks like Japan's iconic Suica card has officially returned. Well, sort of, but let me explain. For anyone that might not know, Tokyo's Suica and Pasmo cards are the primary method to pay for the trains, buses, and other forms of public transportation in the Tokyo area. However, because of a perfect storm between a massive semiconductor chip shortage and a sharp demand increase from tourists earlier this year, these essential transportation cards were discontinued until the spring of 2024. And for a while, things looked pretty bleak as there were only a few options to hold tourists over until the Suica returned. But now there finally seems like there's some good news to celebrate about, as JR East recently disclosed they are now offering Suica cards again. In a limited capacity, that is. And after hearing the rumors and unconfirmed reports, I decided to check this out for myself. And luckily, the good news is true, as I have personally confirmed it. And just like every other video I have made, I'm going to help you and show you exactly how and where you can get your very own Suica card for when you arrive in Japan. Not only that, but I'll show you every other IC card option currently available so your trip is as stress-free as possible. I wanted to give a quick shout out to Peso and my Discord community, as they were the first ones to tip me off about this news. If you want to get more useful tips from him and other experienced Japan travelers, join the Discord channel where you can ask as many questions as you want. Alright, let's get this started. Along with the Suica card coming back, I have some more good news to share with you, and that would be my new business, Hidden Japan Journeys. After years of living in Japan, I have gained a wealth of knowledge about how to easily get around and help plan your Japan trip as efficiently as possible. If you're interested, contact me at my business email, which you'll find right here, or check out my website, which is located in the description below. Alright, let's get back to the other good news regarding the Suica card's return. Before I begin though, I want to get this out of the way for all returning visitors to Japan, as this has been one of the most frequently asked questions. If you are a return tourist to Japan and still have your Suica card from your last visit, as long as it's not older than 10 years, it is still good to go. So if you have one of these cards from your last visit, then there is no need to worry because you're already covered. But if you have other friends or family coming along with you and they don't have their own Suica card, then keep watching, as they are going to need one of their own as well. Okay, now on to the newest and most important piece of news: how to easily get the new Suica cards. According to the JR East website, as of December 13th, you can pick up your very own Suica card at any of the JR East travel center sites at any major Tokyo station. However, keep in mind that they only sell these cards at the JR East travel service centers. Once you find the JR East travel center, here is how the process generally works. Once you're inside the service center, all you need to do is tell the receptionist that you're there to purchase a Suica card, who will then write the order on a form which looks like this. As of right now, there are two different options when it comes to purchasing your Suica card. One option is to buy one for 1,000 yen, and the other option is to buy one at 2,000 yen. However, the only real difference between the two options is just how much the card will be initially charged with. Since you are required to pay for a 500 yen deposit on the IC card, if you ask for the 1,000 yen deposit, you'll get a card with a 500 yen balance already on it. And if you get the 2,000 yen option, you'll get a card with the 1,500 yen balance already on it. Anyways, when you finally get to the service desk, all you need to do is hand them your form order, provide the cash, and in only a few seconds, you'll have your very own IC Suica card in your hands. It really is that simple. On top of that, they even provide a nice little information slip with your Suica card, so you know exactly how to use it and how to recharge it. And don't worry, I did not keep this card for myself. With the shortage of Suica cards still going on, I only bought it to confirm this was true, and then I quickly returned the card after I was done filming. Please let me know if you have any more questions about this update, or if you have anything to add in the comments below. Okay, so while this is all good news, I still need to make sure you know every option available to you. Even though they initially said the welcome Suica would be available in light of the Suica shortage, that doesn't seem to be the case anymore in some areas. So while they say the Suica card isn't at risk to run out as of right now, that could always be subject to change. So let's get into these alternate options for you to utilize. As of right now, the Toica card, which is Nagoya's version of the Suica card, is available in Tokyo. This card essentially functions the exact same as the Suica and Pasmo card, with the only real difference being its design and origin. And just like the normal Suica and Pasmo card, the Toica card will only expire after 10 years of not using it. So make sure you keep it if you plan on doing multiple trips to Japan. The only real downside to the Toica card is, as of right right now, there are only 2 spots where you can get these cards in Tokyo. The first is Tokyo Station at the North Yaesu ticketing area, which looks like this and is pretty easy to spot. The other location you could pick up the Toica card is at Shinagawa Station. Just look for the north exit of the Shinkansen section of Shinagawa Station, which looks like this, and you'll be all set. And just like finding these ticket offices, acquiring your very own Toica card is just as easy. All you need to do is go inside the ticket office, head to the counter with the light blue Toica sign hanging overhead, and ask for your very own Toica card. And that's pretty much it. At the time of this recording, the cost for one Toica card was 2,000 yen. But just like the Suica card, that was so they could get the 500 yen deposit on the card, and then the other 1,500 yen goes towards the balance of the card. Let me know if you've already used this great option in the comments section below. There are still several other regions throughout the country that have been unaffected by this microchip shortage. For example, if you're landing in Osaka International Airport, then you could easily get the Ikoka card, which is the equivalent of the Suica card for that region. And similar to the Suica and Pasmo cards, any Japanese IC card can be used on most transportation systems throughout Japan. So no matter what area you're headed to, as long as you can get your hands on any of these IC cards, you will be able to use Japan's extensive transportation system, no problem. However, as unlikely as it is, these other IC cards might fall victim to the semiconductor shortage as well. So let's go over just a few more options so we can be on the safe side of things. The Welcome Suica is a type of IC card designed specifically for tourists. This Suica card is perfect for tourists, as the design is very unique and eye-catching, making for a great souvenir. While there are normally several locations where you can pick up the Welcome Suica card, due to the chip shortage, as of right now, you're only able to pick this card up at Haneda Airport. These cards used to also be available at Narita Airport, but because of the strained supply, now they're only available at Haneda Airport. So for tourists that are arriving at Narita Airport, your options are going to be very limited. However, for the majority of tourists, this ultimately won't be a big deal, because you will most likely be getting the Narita Express into Tokyo anyways to save time, and after arriving in Tokyo, you can then get the Suica card like I mentioned near the beginning of the video. While there are quite a few reasons to get this card as a tourist, there is one caveat that you need to keep in mind. With it being designed for tourists, it will expire 28 days after you first activate that card. So if you plan on staying any longer than that, you might want to look at other options. Or you can buy the next option on this list and simply use it once the Welcome Suica expires. The Pasmo Passport, similar to the Welcome Suica, is a special IC card specifically designed for tourists, lasting only 28 days from its activation. However, unlike the Welcome Suica, the Pasmo Passport not only has some extra benefits to offer, but also has more areas where you can purchase it, making it overall a better option than the Welcome Suica as of right now. With the Pasmo Passport, you can get discounts at select stores and restaurants that are mentioned on their website. And although there aren't a lot of discounts available, it is still more than the Welcome Suica, which offers no discounts at all. And as I just mentioned, you can also pick this card up at several locations throughout Tokyo. Most major stations in Tokyo will offer this IC card, but make sure you check the Pasmo Passport website to find which location is most convenient for you. If you want more information regarding the Pasmo Passport, check out the link that I provided in the description below, which will take you to their official website. If you aren't a big fan of using physical IC cards, then you can use the electronic Suica card on your iPhone. The Suica card for iPhone can be found within the Apple Wallet app and is really easy to use. All you need to do is go into your Apple Wallet, select the Add Transit Card, look for the Suica or Pasmo option, and then add whatever balance you want to your electronic Suica. It will then charge your virtual Suica card to that amount, and now you can use it as if it was a physical Suica card. One thing to note is that various users have had different experiences with the virtual Suica card, stating that it'll accept only Visa or MasterCard or other specific cards. So make sure you keep that in mind and make sure this option will work for you. Also, another thing to note, I kept mentioning the iPhone only for a reason, as fellow Android users like me will not be able to use this electronic Suica card option, unless you bought your Android phone in Japan, that is. So if you're an Android user like me, you'll just have to find another option on this list to use. But at the end of the day, it's not really a big deal, as one of these other options is surely going to work out for you. Alright, that's pretty much every option you can use to ensure you get your own IC card when you visit Japan. Now you are armed with the extra knowledge you need to make sure you have a stress-free trip in Japan. But if you still need my personal help to plan your trip to Japan, then feel free to email me on my business email or check out my website in the link below. Like this video if you found it useful. Subscribe for more content about Japan, and check out my affiliate links in the description below for when you plan your next trip to Japan. Alright, that's gonna do it, and until next time, I'll see you then.